Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Disco Elysium. In the last episode we spoke to this lady, whose name I can't remember, Joyce. And now we need to speak to Kim about some matter.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation. Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it. The company must have more ears on the ground. You could have known about my condition. Her proposal was likely part of her design. This all is. What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
It's got to be somewhere.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Damn. What, do you propose that we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Seems like a good plan, actually. The company must have more ears on the ground.
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Her proposal was likely part of her design.
Yes. Knowing this does not really change our position, however.
Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries?
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
He gives you a knowing look.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, Here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lollies are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
He pauses, looking to the sea.
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorry man would confide in.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. We don't though, do we? We were like, he's got a worn down foot. I wonder if that's because he drives a lorry. Okay, actually I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We will take the case, probe the drivers, and see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. By the way, I've talked to Everard Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everard Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He is the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He is not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. I have the feeling the international community does not approve of him. Not important if I liked him, I was doing my job.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
Go with that option. He keeps us neutral.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something... How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Oh my god, this woman is amazing.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Go away. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. Let's just not say that. Rather talk about something else.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Thank you. That's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Okay. So, we need to go speak to the lorry drivers. Oh my god, we have so many, like, all of the things are lit up. Oh, it's all my books that I still haven't read. Well, the handwritten note from the fridge. I don't think I ever read this. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that we used to secure it to the refrigerator door.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Let's read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Suliswaf.
Uh-oh. I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Remind me again, what's a filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid? Oh, come on, it's Kuna.
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Kuna?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
You have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
Put the note away. Wait. I need to go find this, like, right now. Hang on. We have a new mission. Wait, what's... Plastic. Thank you. Can I go this way? What is down here? I feel like I walked this way and I just didn't know I could go around. Excuse me. Bloody big sneeze. Came out of nowhere. Yes, here's the bookshop. I know where I am. Quick, we're going to go see if we can get this filament. Oh, hello. What was that? Oh. The book is titled Man from Himdall and the Wild Fire. Why the breaker box here? This?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Try to crack open the lid, I
You
guess?
slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Thank you, brain.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory.
Thank you. I've got this. Don't worry. Pry bar. Let's go.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Let's turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Physical instrument. I must have something I can put on to increase my physical instrument, but the chances of us passing this test are abysmally low. Physical instrument, the white tank top. Anything else? Half light. No. It's literally just the white tank top. Okay, well, let's see if that gave us an extra percent. No. I do wonder in a few days if this is just gonna like melt completely and I can just open this, but let's try it. 3%, you never know.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
Your total -4. Lovely. What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced? Where do we get one?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, we'll leave. Damn. I am upset. What's this? Oh, we gained a point and we gained a skill point. I'll keep that to the side for now. The jam mystery. Someone using Terminal B. Joyce's info about the lynching. Find the armored gloves. Alright, we need to go to the fishing village. I don't even know where that is. Guessing it's the fisherman's shack, so we'd have to go around here. We were here. So, let's go try and speak to the lorry drivers. Oh, the gardener's gone. Reckon she's... Oh, we still don't know what door I'm supposed to be opening. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, wait, no. Suddenly remembered. The Borscht. I feel like this place has changed, but... Oh, we still need to talk to these guys as well. Oh, my God. I got so many things I need to do. Oh, we need to hand the giant novelty check to guard as well. Hang on, let's do that.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
I have this giant novelty check.
You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny. But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash, Mr. Novelty Check Man?
Fried, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
The lieutenant sounds tired. Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time?
Goodbye. Look, I couldn't resist. Oh, I need to put my drama top back on, don't I? Hang on. Remarkably important, we still haven't worked out what's behind this door either. But where is the Borscht? See if we can talk to this man.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You know what's behind that door? Point to the blue door.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
You said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
Okay. What is in that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
I don't speak the language.
I'm pretty sure he asked you a question.
Oh, thank you, rhetoric.
He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising, run your fingers through your hair. Yes, nod, no, shake your head.
Borscht need more vodka?
Oh, he picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka Borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No vodka. Turn your fingers counterclockwise. Cut it.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
I don't need anything else. Okay, thank God. What do we have here? The 15th Indo tribe? White Morning still going. 15th Indo tribe. We picked this up off of Joyce in the last episode. Wild Pines, Felt, Corpris, Tri-Sentinel, Villiers, and Lascelles. Names of the Revacholian Indo tribes spring up in your head. Set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal monopolies, octopuses, and swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, Saint Baptiste, Brightest Star, Lum, Resplendent, East, Insulandic, Welter, and El Cassette. But isn't one missing? Wait, no. There were only 14. And why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo tribe? I think I'm going to get rid of volumetric shit compressor, because, my endurance is low. Wait. My endurance is already really low. One size kind of useful. Ace is high. I like Ace is high because it gives me closer connection to Kim, which has helped me more than once. I think I'm going to forget this. Volumetric shit compressor. I have to pay to forget it? Oh, never mind. Thought it would be free. I thought it would be free to forget things. I'm going to actually unlock another one. That seems way more interesting. And then I'm going to learn about the 15th Indo tribe. It intrigues me. Okay, well that answers the Borscht question, at least. That gets that out of the notebook. Yeah. You put vodka in it. Armor piece, victim's tattoos. We still haven't found out about the victim's tattoos. Track down your badge, no idea. Explore the whirling secret passage. Who put the clothes in the trash? This is still something we haven't worked out yet. Who made the call? Still super basic. Sing karaoke. Wait for a day. Find the money. Let's go to Brit and cash in our check. Close for winter. Please use main entrance. Oh wait, these are the lorry drivers, aren't they? Can I speak to this man? Do you reckon he's got anything new? I'm being a bit scatterbrained right now, but let's find out.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
You finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high and I'm looking for a dealer? Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
It's worth a go.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Is that you saying he's lying, or is that you saying that he isn't lying?
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
Oh, that's all for now. Any other lorry drivers around here then? I know there's the racist lorry driver. I could go... Actually, yeah, let's go scare the racist lorry driver. Sounds like a fun pastime. Is that a bottle? No, it's not. Hey, Mr. Racist Lorry Driver. Are you smuggling drugs?
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
So I can say, what are you hauling? Let me see the soles of your boots. Or you're lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs? Let me see the soles of your boots.
Been admiring the stompers, right? For sure, I can demonstrate them.
He lifts up to show you his left foot, then the right. Look at the
On
sole.
the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern.
What's up with your
It's
soles?
Revachol.
Where did you get boots like that?
Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny.
He rubs the back of his balding head. But why?
You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls.
Technically, you're stomping on Revachol every step you take.
Ah, Kim, you're amazing.
I know you people don't understand poetry.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
I asked that again. How long's this been going on then?
The strike? I'd have been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
And the cargo you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story to me.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
He loses his patience for explaining it.
Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko-picked apples.
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think.
Oh, so they grow apples in Grad?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It
Oh.
features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
So Yeko Kata is not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples
Yeah?
there.
Says who?
It's literally in the name. The zone of the ecological catastrophe.
Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
You keep saying Kozhkos. What does that actually mean?
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk. Those degenerates from Grad.
Okay, but why the word Kozhko?
'Cause that's what they're all called. Koiko Pichik, Loslav Koiko, Koikovich someone. Low self-esteem, those guys have. Mind you, they look occidental, but they're not really like us.
Okay, so it's an ethnic slur.
Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise?
Can I see the apples?
Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
He looks at you with a strange glint in his eyes.
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
You said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
Hold on, what's a carter?
Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Before machines.
So he was a garbage man?
Not at all. We're part of a guild and everything, huh? It's very ancient. Very prestigious.
So it's a kind of union.
Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice and no laughing matter.
You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Oh, I don't like this man.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
I am sure that is exactly how that works.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Ah, yes, of course.
There's your in. Take his side in this particular fight.
Ah, you can sod right off. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of the Martinez?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other Caminiers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. You know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If you were in the whirling, how do you know it was Kips who broke into your lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that it's the kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Siileng. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
The lorry man lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Siileng's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves.
Okay, by the canal.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Siileng himself has to say.
I guess we need to pay Siileng a visit then.
Guess so.
We're done. Okay. To the south of here. Let's go do a little bit of exploring before I end the episode. South is this way, right? Gotta be. This is where the pawn shop is? A canal? Who's this guy? Are you a lorry driver?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
This guy, huh?
The name Siileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Oh dear. Whether I'm cool is unimportant. I have some police questions for you.
You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
Apparently there's a rhetoric challenge to persuade him to give me some money. I'm going to see how this goes.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
It's an investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane. I'm a policeman. It's an investment in good relations with the RCM. It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth?
10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
He takes a 10 note from a leather pouch. Thanks. Where are you from, Siileng?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Better not to mention? Yeah, it's better not to mention. Let's get back to business.
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
So, Siileng, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Oh, God. We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbour. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me? So you were embarrassed to tell me? Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation in the harbour? Siileng, my source tells me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No! That's insane! It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that?
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation in the harbour?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
Do you know anyone in said crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of, Siileng? It wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now. You're wasting my time. Tell me who the is transporting the drugs here. Okay, if you don't know then, I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, raise your voice. You have to give us a reason to move on. We're buddies, Siileng. Help us out. No one will know it was you. Let's go with this. You have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Pointed the pale driver, dazed out. Strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
I'll look around, thanks. What are you selling?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, Ultra Series.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Let's inspect the speakers.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Sumerian speakers?
No way, officer! These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I need some speakers.
Well, if you want them...
He pauses for a moment, calculating.
But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
Well, let's inspect the sneakers then.
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness.
That is madness. I don't need that. Okay, what else do you sell?
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
You're right, we've got to save Mother Economy. But I don't have children, I think. It's just nature. Powerful economies expand, weak economies go extinct. This economy is just a distraction from the cultural issues. You know, immigrants and... Oh, god damn it. Look, man, I just want to buy some clothes.
That's good, officer. That's exactly what the economy wants you to do.
Let's browse through the box.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments, made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Let's see if we can pass this check. Find something worth salvaging from the pile of rags.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Let's discard the woolly pants.
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
Let's leave for now. I thought I saw one more box down here. Let's see what's in here.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let's rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
We see if we can get some more conceptualization. Hang on, leave for now. I know I can get some more conceptualization. I'm pretty sure my jacket... No, my shirt does it? Oh no, the Sumerian lounge jacket. And the white satin shirt. Okay, let's try that. Oh, white morning finished as well. Oh my god. Too many things are happening. I think I have to click this. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. And we gained... Oh, we got 20% zoom out distance? All motorics learning caps raised by 1. I can now zoom out more? Oh. Oh. Well, isn't that bloody weird? Oh, that's really strange, but also incredibly useful. Right.
The
Let me just...
shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Before I end the episode, let's try this. Cross your fingers. Ah, I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says Sub-Insulindic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses. Let's try them on.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
The street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep, sea-tinted lenses.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Okay, and what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Hell yeah, let's go. I'll take those cool deep blue glasses.
A man who knows his style. Much respect.
Leave for now. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.